am Teacher Eds, and we are your teacher for today. In this video, we are going to identify what is permutation
So, we'll apply the permutation using the formula.
and appreciate the importance of permutation in solving real-life problems. Are you ready to learn with us?
I think we're already Teacher Eds.
Well, I think so. So our topic for today is all about permutation. Teacher JP, can you explain to us what is permutation?
So, permutation, it is a concept in math that outlines the number of ways in which a particular set of data can be arranged.
Well, definitely you are correct. Permutation in its simplest form, it can be defined as a number of ways in which a data can be arranged in order.
Do you know that the history of permutation is called the hexagram? Were used in China in the Yijing as early as 1000 BC.
Wow, really? Another thing also is that the origin of permutation, the word permutation was borrowed in the Middle English from Anglo-French. It is pronounced as permutation, meaning exchange transformation.
Wow, that's great to hear, Teacher Eds.
Yes, indeed. So we have also formula on how we are going to solve this permutation. It can be expressed as NPR is equal to n factorial over the quantity of n minus r factorial, where NPR is the permutation and the n is our total number of objects and the r is the number of objects selected, and the exclamation point that is being expressed there is known as factorial. So another thing also is that we have formula, we have steps in solving this permutation. So the steps in solving permutation, the first one is we have to analyze and understand the given problem. Second, find the formula or find the value of the n and r. And the third is use the given formula. And lastly, we have to substitute the given into the formula. So for further examples, Teacher JP will elaborate with us.
So, have you ever wondered on how to arrange a certain things? For example, in the classroom full of students, in how many ways does the students can be arranged? So, we have the example. For our first example, in how many different ways can you arrange 3 books on a shelf with a group of 7? So, we have the formula 7 factorial or n factorial over the quantity of n minus r factorial. So, the factorial there is 7. It is the group of 7. 7 factorial over the quantity of 7 minus 3 factorial. Therefore, when we say factorial, it is denoted as 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 and times 1 over 7 minus 3, it is equals to 4, which is 4 factorial is denoted into 4 minus 3 minus 4 times 3, 4 times 2, and 4 times 1. So therefore, 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 will be cancelled out, and the remaining is 7 times 6 times 5 or 7 times 30. It is equals to 210. It is a great example, alright class? Next, we have the second example. In how many different ways can we arrange 5 books on a shelf? So, we have 5 factorial over 5 minus 5 factorial. Remember that 0 factorial is equals to 1. Therefore, we have 5 factorials equals to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 1. So therefore, we are going to cancel the 1. So the remaining is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. So if you multiply 5 times 4, it is equals to 20. And 3 times 2, it is equals to 6. Therefore, the answer is 120. So, do you know that we can use Microsoft Excel in getting the permutation of the number? Permutation using the Microsoft Excel, we're going to use the equal sign. The equal sign, we put permute, then the quantity of 7, 3. Just for example, the first example, In how many different ways can you arrange 3 books on a shelf with a group of 7? So, we have 7p or 7, comma 3. So therefore, the answer is 220. For the second example, in how many different ways can we arrange 5 books on a shelf? So therefore, equal sign permute to the quantity of 5, comma 5, it is equals to 120. Do you know that we can use a Microsoft Excel in getting the permutation, combination, and the factorial? In factorial, we're going just to put equal sign, factorial, or fact, then to the quantity of the number. In the permutation, we're going to use equal sign, permute, then the quantity of the number, which is, for example, 7, comma 3. And for the combination, we're going to use equal signs, combine, and to the quantity of 5, comma 7, just for example. So we can use a scientific calculator in solving the number of permutation or a number of arrangement in a permutation.
However, although we've learned what is permutation is all about, we should bear in mind that in permutation, the order does really matter, but in combination, the order does not matter. So we should instill that in our mind for us not to be confused.
That's all for today's video, mga kamatics.
And we hope you've learned from us.
Thank you, and like and subscribe, mga kamatics, and see you for the next video.
Thank you.